As an average full-frame mirrorless camera owner, I know firsthand how frustrating it can be to find budget-friendly lenses. It seems like every time I search, I come across options designed for crop sensor cameras instead. But recently I discovered a brand that finally offers exactly what I've been looking for. Affordable, high-quality lenses made specifically for full-frame users.
Your shipment has been delivered.
Behold, VILTROX. The brand behind the budget-friendly full-frame lenses. I am no expert by any means, but I feel like I do know just enough to be able to give my honest review. And as a disclaimer, no, VILTROX did not send me these lenses. These are now my personal daily use lenses. So, the two lenses I'll be reviewing in this video are the 16mm f1.8 as well as the 85mm f1.8. Oh, and by the way, this video was made with only these two lenses. So keep that in mind while watching this video. Okay, so first up we have the 85mm. And as a lot of camera users may know, this is a great lens for portrait photography. And with the wide f1.8 aperture, it really allows for that blurry bokeh background, along with it being a great option in low light situations. And in terms of video, I feel like it really gives that cinematic feel when used correctly. But if I'm being honest, any lens can give off the cinematic feeling. It just really depends on the shot itself and how creative you get with it. I see it as a super versatile lens that can be used in a ton of situations. And specific to the VILTROX 85mm, it genuinely feels like a high quality lens. And its autofocus isn't bad at all. It's definitely not perfect, but it's good. All in all, it is what you make it. Alright, so now you know everything you need to know about the 85mm, at least what I think you need to know about the 85mm and what makes it so special and great. But let's move on to my personal favorite, the 16mm, which is what we're shooting on right now. So, come along. Okay, so I really wanted to essentially switch up the whole style of this video for this segment in specific, mainly because I wanted to showcase what this lens was all about. And I have a feeling that this is one of those reasons. This is a big reason. And obviously it is vlogging, right? I don't know about you, but I don't really like the term vlogging. I don't know, it's gotten a bad rap, and I feel like as people document themselves, it evolves, right? We are evolving as people that document our lives on camera, as vloggers, as YouTubers, whatever. But yeah, this is the main reason. I'm yapping, but this is one of the main reasons as to why I decided to switch it up. I don't even know if I'm gonna add this into the video because I yapped for a good minute and a half. So, but okay, let me get back on track as to why I love this lens and all the reasoning behind it. The lens creates such an exaggerated view that you can stand extremely close and you can still see everything surrounding me. I can literally get up. I am around finger's length away from the lens right now, and as you can still see, you know, a couple of things around me, still see most of the things around me. And because of the super wide field of view, you get a little bit of distortion on the corners. So top corners, bottom corners, there's a good bit of distortion, but personally I like the distortion. It's just an aesthetic thing that, in my personal opinion, I do enjoy to see. I think that when the lens is used correctly, you can really use the distortion to your advantage and really make something beautiful. And to top it all off, this is a prime lens, so you do get that super wide 1.8 aperture, which I absolutely love. It is great in low light, which means I can take it out at night. I can take it out in a low light setting, currently in a low light setting, and the image looks great. So personally, I think this lens does everything perfectly. So VILTROX, I have no complaints in terms of the 16mm, but now that we're talking about VILTROX itself, I want to talk about what VILTROX has to offer on the lens itself. The lens comes with an aperture ring to let you adjust the aperture, as well as a switch on the lens itself that lets you go from autofocus to manual focus and back. Not only does this lens in particular have the aperture ring, but it also has a screen at the top of the lens that shows you the focus distance that you're currently shooting at. I think it's a great feature. I don't make too much use of it, but I do think it's neat to have. And there are also 2 function buttons on the side of the lens that allow you to preset the focus distance. I know I don't sound professional because I'm not. I'm just telling you in my words how this lens works. So in general, I think this is a great lens. I think for the price, it really is something of value. It really feels like you're holding a quality lens. It is made of mostly metal, so when you grab it, it really has that heavy feeling, and you would think that you're holding a premium lens because you are, just at an affordable price. Alright, so let me move on to my conclusion. Like I said just a second ago when talking about the 16mm, not only are both of these lenses great, the 85 and the 16, they are also very affordable. So when looking at prices for the 16mm, the VILTROX 16mm full frame f1.8 is currently sitting at $580 US at the time of this video. I think this is a super competitive price for a 16mm prime lens with a 1.8 aperture. It's the best you can get at this price at $580. To the average user, that may seem like a lot of money, but that's a good price. If you think the 16mm was cheap, the VILTROX 85mm f1.8 currently sits at $399 US at the time of recording this video. If I'm being completely honest, I think VILTROX is being generous with pricing these lenses the way they are. Enough of me talking about, price and all that. Let me tell you what I would rate them out of 10 now that I've been using them for quite some time. So for the 85mm, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I think 7's a good rating. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 because I feel like VILTROX, honestly, while 7 is a great rating, I think VILTROX did as much as they could to, bring the price down to that $399 mark. Because I feel like while yes, it is a great lens, there were a couple of things that were missing on the lens itself that maybe could have added to it and added to the value, but I see why they did it. And for the 16mm, I think I will give it an 8.5. I'm joking. I'm going to give it a 9. I'm going to give it a big 9. I think the 16mm is great for those that like the wide angle. As you guys know from this whole video, I love the wide angle shots. The 85 and the punched in shots are beautiful as well. But, there's something about the 16 that really speaks to me. Maybe because I grew up on YouTube. All in all, I am so happy with both of these lenses. VILTROX, if you ever see this video, you did a great job. Thank you for existing. Thank you for making lenses so that people like me can afford them. I think VILTROX truly did a great job. If you own one of these lenses, please tell me what you think about them in the comments. If you were looking for potentially buying one of these lenses, what do you think? Will you be purchasing? Will you be holding off? Is this not in your price range? Is this not as affordable as you thought it would be? Please also let me know in the comments. Any feedback is good feedback. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means the world to me that you stuck around to the end. If you did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe. I tried to make this video as creative and as unique as possible. I am not your typical lens reviewer. I am simply a creator that loves to make videos and loves to use these lenses as an outlet. And that's what I try to do with this video. Please let me know how I did. I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out. Say hello to the camera before I put you up. You're being too loud. Say hello. Say hey. Say hey, Scoob. Stop biting. Hey, don't lick it. Sorry about that. Oh, there's a smudge. No.